Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulina wa habibina wa tabi qulubina wa shafi'i dhunubina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Rabbana atina min ladunka rahmatan wa hayyi lana min amrina rashada. I am honored here to address you in the presence of great ulama of India and Kerala. I thank for this invitation on the 70th anniversary, and I pray that Allah Ta'ala bless this institution and makes it survive until Qiyamah, inshallah Ta'ala. I'm not here to give you a lecture, but I am here to introduce you my book, Futuwa, which is translated to Malayalam language from English. So in my talk, I will mention briefly what's Futuwa and why it's needed today. An introduction about the content of the book. So Futuwa means in English noble character, altruistic ethics, or simply put, putting others first. So it is translated to Malayalam language, but we did not translate the concept of Futuwa, because Futuwa is a well-rooted Islamic concept, and better not to translate it and keep it. This concept means adab. It means husnul khuluq. It means makarimul akhlaq. And also it means hukukul ukhuwa, rights of brotherhood. Among Muslims, there is ukhuwa in Muhammadiyya, but also between us and Ahl Kitab, there is ukhuwa in Ibrahimiyya. And larger than that, ukhuwa fil Adamiyya. We are all brothers and sisters with all human beings, regardless of their religion. Ukhuwa fit deen or ukhuwa fit teen. Yani either we are brothers because of our religion or because of our substance, that we are all created from dust by Allah Ta'ala. So hukukul ukhuwa means that we have rights and duties towards each other, and we have to fulfill these rights. So Futuwa explains what are the rights of brothers towards each other and how they can fulfill these rights with each other. So Futuwa is youth ethics derived from the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's project was completing makarim al-akhlaq. He said, "Bu'ithtu li'utammima makarim al-akhlaq." I am sent to perfect, to complete the best of morality. So if this was his project, it should be our project as well. So today we should also focus on makarim al-akhlaq, and we should try to perfect morality, makarim al-akhlaq. This is the best way of gaining pleasure of Allah Ta'ala. This is the best way of gaining paradise from Allah Ta'ala. And makarim al-akhlaq is based on hukukul ukhuwa, rights and duties of brothers towards each other. And the first person who wrote a special book on Futuwa was Abu Abdurrahman as-Sulami. He wrote that book more than 1,000 years ago. And before that, other ulama, they talked about Futuwa, but in chapters in their books. But the first book was written 1,000 years ago. So this is a rooted revival. A rooted revival, this is a tajdeed muassal. We are reviving something that existed in our religion and civilization, but it's forgotten today. And Khalifa al-Nasir Billah, during the Abbasid period, he established an organization called Fityan, and he declared himself as the Ra'isul Fityan, the chief of the fityan, the feta. Because feta means someone who adopts and practices futuwa. And it's mentioned in the Quran that the symbol of futuwa is Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam. Because he was a feta. This is how he was mentioned in the Quran. And all the messengers of Allah, these are role models of futuwa. And futuwa is the ethics and morality of all messengers of Allah. Accepting them as role models and practicing their akhlaq. Like be like Sayyidina Adam. And when you make a mistake, make istighfar. Be like Sayyidina Nuh. Regardless whether people listen or not, keep telling them the truth. Be like Sayyidina Ibrahim. Even if you are tested with fire, stand for righteousness. And be like Musa alayhi salam. Speak truth to anyone. So all messengers of Allah, they are role models. And Rasulullah alayhi salam, who combined all good qualities. Then ashab, especially Sayyidina Ali, because he was young Muslim. He accepted Islam when he was a child. And Sayyidatna Fatima, she is the role model for Muslim young girls to accept. And Nasir Billah established the organization of the Futuwa. He declared he is the chief feta in the country. And he appointed for every city one Reisul Fityan from Ulama, so that they can teach morality and ethics to young people. And he asked the greatest alim in his time, Ibn Mi'mar, to write a manual for Futuwa. So Ibn Mi'mar, this great alim, wrote Kitab al-Futuwa, where he explained the rules of Futuwa. And this is how it was practiced. Later, Selçukis, they inherited Futuwa from the Abbasids. But they established two organizations, one for boys, one for girls. The one they established for male people, young people, it was called Akhiyan Rum. Akhiyan means brothers. And then they established another one for girls. They called it Bajiyan. Baji means sister in Persian. Bajiyan means sisters, plural. So Akhiyan for boys, Bajiyan for girls. So this continued until the collapse of the Ottoman Empire. And the Selçukis also developed a symbol for Futuwa. It's 8-corner star. 8-corner star. I have it here. 8-corner star. Why 8-corner? Because paradise has 8 doors. And each corner represents one value of Islamic akhlaq from the Sunnah of Rasulullah, like showing compassion, having sabr, and giving priority to others, isar, and practicing justice. You know, these are the 8 values. And this 8-corner star became the symbol of Futuwa, Futuwa star. And in Islamic architecture, wherever you go, you see 8-corner star. But people don't know its meaning. It's called Khatmul Jannah, seal of paradise. Because paradise has 8 doors, and this star represents paradise with 8 corners. And when you practice Futuwa, you enter paradise. That's the meaning of it. And also, 8 corner is produced by 2 overlapping squares. One square represents the dunya, the other square represents the akhirah. So that means ad-dunya mazra'atul akhirah. So you use your life in this world to be able to gain paradise. So that's the symbol of Futuwa, which is 8-corner star. So today, why do we need Futuwa? Why do we need makarim al-akhlaq? Why do we need husnul khuluq today? Because today, our youth, under the threat of postmodern ideology, postmodern ethics, and postmodern ethics denies the existence of truth. They say there is no truth. They call themselves post-truth. So there is no truth. So this is very dangerous, not only for Muslims, but also for humanity. Who denies existence of truth? Only someone who's drunk, or someone who took opium. Only such a person denies that there is no truth. That's why I say postmodernity is the opium of humanity. Post-truth is the opium of humanity. To make everybody say there is no truth. If there is no truth, how are we going to live our life? How are we going to decide what's the right thing to do? They say, if you feel good, do it. Just rely on feelings. But feelings are very subjective. How can we rely on feelings? And Allah Ta'ala described this, أَفَرَأَيْتَ مَنِ اتَّخَذَ إِلَهَهُ هَوَاهُ. Didn't you see the people who take their feelings as their ilah, their feelings as their God? They follow the sharia of their feelings, the orders of their feelings. And this brings people to asfali safilin. They become like animals, because animals act by following their feelings only, their shahawat, their nefsaniyat only. So today, this is spread all over the world. And I observed this in my students. When I saw that my students getting influenced by this postmodern ethics, which is egocentric, relativist, subjectivist, and alienates people to Allah, to Quran, to all religions, and also to each other. It makes them egocentric, just selfish. Then I said, I have to find a solution to this. And after making research, I realized the best way to teach ethics and morality to our youth is reviving the Futuwa. This is what I call rooted revival, at-tajdeed al-mu'assal. We need to revive makarim al-akhlaq, the Sunnah ethics, and present it to our youth. This is very important for the sustainability of our youth. Reviving Islamic ethics by Futuwa is very crucial for the sustainability of our communities, for the sustainability of our civilization, and for the sustainability of humanity in general. Because as I said, Futuwa is a paradigm for coexistence of all human beings, because we are brothers and sisters in Adamiyya. We are all children of Adam. So Futuwa is the best way for peaceful coexistence for all humanity. And today, this is very much needed, not only by Muslims, but also by humanity. We as Muslims have a global role, global duty today to protect the whole humanity from this egoistic approach to ethics. As Rasulullah did, our job, our duty, our vision should also be establishing and perfecting makarim al-akhlaq. This is the sunnah of Rasulullah. His project was itmamu makarim al-akhlaq. And today, our project should also be itmamu makarim al-akhlaq. Because everything, politics, law, economics, family, everything is grounded, founded on principles of morality and ethics. If we revive akhlaq, then many of the problems that we face today will be solved. And this is what we need for the survival, for the sustainability of the ummah, for the sustainability of Islam, for the sustainability of human civilization. Jazakumullah khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.